All right, we're pleased to be joined by Bulls General Manager Marc Eversley. Marc, it's been a long day. We appreciate you taking some time for us.
No problem,
I kind of wanted to start with your first contact with Noa Essengue and the draft process. When he first came on your radar, when the scouting process began,
Sure.
What kind of contact you guys had personally with him through the pre-draft process?
So the first time I saw Noah play live was back in October this past year. Played at Portland. Great story. Played in Turkey 2 days before. Got on a plane, flew to Portland, couldn't land in Portland, landed in Seattle. Team hopped on a bus, 3 hours down in the pouring rain, got to the hotel, changed, and went to practice in front of 100 personnel people from the NBA. Kids go home, sleep, and they play Portland the next night. I was thoroughly impressed with just resilience, and all of the kids played incredibly hard, including Noah. So that was the first time I saw him play. Obviously, our scouts and personnel people have seen him play, numerous times. Had an opportunity to Zoom call with him about a week ago because he was still playing in the playoffs over in Germany, and kid's got a great personality. He's just vibrant and alive, and we liked what we saw.
What stands out to you about him on the court?
Versatility. 6'9", he can run, jump. He's a pretty good passer. He plays downhill. He can get in the lane. We love the fact that he can get to the free throw line. It just shows a commitment to attacking, and that's the style of play that we want to play.
What stands out to you about him off the court?
Seems like a great kid, great family, humble, but hungry. Seems passionate and committed about the game, and we love that.
One thing that kind of stood out to me about the draft process tonight as it unfolded, and tell me if I'm wrong, is it reminded me a little bit of last year with '𝗵 𝗶𝗹 in the sense that there were probably a lot of people that you guys liked that were still on the board. Like the board was drying up or was going off, and 3 or 4 potential people that you liked were still probably going to be available to you. You didn't expect 𝗵 to be there at 11. Did you expect Noa Essengue to be there at 12?
We did not. We had him going slightly before us, and the notion that he fell to where we were made us feel very comfortable. We trusted our board, and when Portland made their pick, we felt very comfortable knowing that we were going to be able to draft Noah.
You guys made such a change stylistically last season with the way you guys played. Obviously that you can't fall in love with need, but you can fall in love with philosophy. How much did this guy fit your philosophy, and how much of an impact did that make on the draft pick?
He certainly fits the way we want to play. But when you're picking at 12, you want to, we made the decision internally that we're going to pick the best player available. So it's twofold: best player available, and he fits the style of play that we want to play.
One thing we heard pretty consistently from the 𝗪 trade on is how much you guys are happy to have reclaimed all your draft picks and have control of your draft board. How important is it then to hit on all these draft picks?
It's important. It's very important. That's why we put in the work, and that's why I'm really proud of our scouts and our personnel people. They're up in our war room right now, and they put in the time and the effort and the commitment. Live scouting, scouting on tape, intel calls, calling college coaches, calling coaches all over the world, and I'm really, really proud of our group.
I'm not a big fan of comps, but if you had a comp that comes to mind, do you have one for Essengue? I mean, he's so young, but
not a comp guy. Yeah, I'm not a comp guy.
So what's kind of his high end? How do you envision him fitting? I know he's a project. He's 18 and a half, his second youngest player in the draft, but how do you envision him fitting in next season and in the seasons to come?
I mean, that's really, for the coaches to determine. That's really for Noah to determine. He'll be given a player development plan both on court and off court, and as quickly as he can assimilate himself and get up to speed with what's expected of him, he's got a bright future, and he'll determine what his course is.
How much did him playing professionally already at such a young age help you guys with your comfort level in taking him, and what kind of experience do you think he drew from that?
He's, like I said, the first time I saw him play, 17 years old, playing against men, Portland Trail Blazers. Him being 18 and having the season that he had, playing in a pro league with men where the basketball is very physical and aggressive, and him having a lot of success in that league, it gives us comfort that we know he's got the tools and the wherewithal and the commitment and the dedication to getting better. So it gave us a lot of comfort.
Just one more. You got, or one or two more. You've got a second-round pick tomorrow night that you may or may not use, because I got you at 14 guaranteed contracts, assuming Giddy's back and Essengue signs. You saw Portland make a pretty bold move to acquire 𝗁𝗏. That, on paper, could help you guys because you have a lottery-protected pick that they owe you. So moving forward, how much confidence do you guys have that you can add young talent in the years to come beyond Essengue?
We have a lot of confidence that we can acquire young talent going forward. The Portland pick, appears to be getting better in terms of value. We'll utilize all resources to try and improve our team.
You got to prepare for free agency now.
Yes, we do.
It never ends.
Right around the corner.
Appreciate it, Mark. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.